Right now, testing out this Trek FX Plus 7S. It's a beautiful bike. The bike's loaded with some great components. There's a bunch of stuff I really love about this bike, and there's at least one thing that I really kind of struggle with. There's a solution for it, but I'll cover more on that in detail just a little bit later. But for now, we're going to check out some of the components and go for a ride. Beautiful bike. Love the way that it's formed. It's got one of these quad locks up front. Got the Dior 10-speed to go right there, and there's some Bontrager grips. That's with most Trek bikes. They have a lot of the Bontrager stuff on there. Just a great profile. It comes with some really nice fenders. It's got the nice Shimano hydraulic disc brakes. The seat's quite comfortable on this. All the way around, it's just a really comfortable bike. I personally don't like the big sort of iPad displays. I like these kind of more svelte things. That kind of gives me all I really need to know. If I need to bump up my assist levels, it's right there. Just a really super comfortable bike. At first I had a medium version. It was like a different green, beautiful green color. This is the other color that they offer it in. It's some kind of just beautiful matte black color. This one's a large. This one actually fits me perfectly if you need to. So this battery on this bike does not remove. You can get a range extender. The range extender in total, it's a TQ range extender with the cable, tax, everything soup to nuts will set you back just about $700. For these kind of bikes, it's a must. It's an absolute must, I think, to get a range extender, because if you get to work, say you're going from Reston, like where I live, there's a Microsoft campus over there. Panama Pass, there's a Google campus kind of right over there by the trees. And then DC is just about 20 miles that way. So you could get all the way to work on one charge, unless there's a heavy wind coming in your face. That wind really impacts your commute distance and range and that sort of thing. But if you don't have a building that you can physically carry the bike into, you're in trouble. That's why you really need the range extender. The range extender you can take on and off the bike. It bolts on right there, plugs in. It's just, and it's good looking too. Like some of the old range extenders, they look like a bad science project. This one's actually the aesthetics, they got it down. Taking a quick look, let's see, there's my little pannier on the side. The kickstand that this comes with, that's a kind of a throwaway item too. I'd get the little nicer kickstand. That thing's kind of flimsy. You don't want your beautiful bike to fall over and get scratched because you're too cheap to go out and buy a $22 kickstand versus that kind of raggedy thing. I love this bike, and it rides really nice. It does have that premium feel. The bike that I got, not this one, but there's another Trek, the Allant 8 Plus S that I bought. It's a 2023 model off of Red Barn, and it comes with the same type of warranties that this one does. So for example, that one, I bought it, it's new, it had less than a mile on the display, but it was missing a component, so I took it to the Trek dealership, and not only are they fixing it under warranty, they also gave me this bike as a loaner. Well, that one's getting fixed for a full week. I mean, go figure, how cool is that? The Trek Red Barn is just like the best thing going. I really encourage you to check it out. So that's this bike. Now we're going to hop on and take a little ride right on down the trail. Okay, on the WNOD Trail in Northern Virginia, just about 20 miles from the District of Columbia. Now this bike, it just rides really smooth. This time of year too, it's always fairly crowded on the trail. My wife and I own some rental property in DC, a place on Capitol Hill where the commanders are talking about blowing out RFK, building new stadium for the NFL, Washington Commanders. And then we own another place in an area called Eckington, Bloomingdale, right around there. It's really expensive real estate with a fair amount of crime. So my point being, on any of these bikes, you really want to lock them up. I typically use multiple locks. I even use a seat cable nowadays. Loop it through the bottom of the seat. I got a big thick chain. Those are harder to cut. I have a grinder-proof lock that's made by a UK company called Light Lock. And I also have put a cable through one of the wheels. And then I always have a Foldy lock on the frame. That's almost my cafe lock. Like if I just run somewhere real quick and I'm sitting outside, forgot to bring a lock, I've got the Foldy lock. Subsequently, thanks to my wife, I bought insurance today. It's just called theft insurance. It's $199 for 3 years, covers up to $2,500. You know what, 60 something dollars a year. It's pretty damn good coverage. So this bike, in terms of speed, you can hit 28, maybe 29, 30, but going toward an uphill, you need a little help on those. And lately, the wind has been really pretty hardcore. I personally think the caps are melting, but that's another story. With a lot of wind, your range goes down, your speed goes down, but also when there's a lot of wind, makes you really glad you have one of these. A lot of people are fond of saying, oh, e-bikes are cheating. I always like to say, well, if you're have a Nautilus machine to work out, is that cheating? People always say, no. Well, it's the same thing. You know, instead of going 9 miles an hour in the wind, or 8 or 7 miles an hour in the wind, you're going at least double, sometimes triple that, and still getting exercise. So you get 2 to 3 times as far, still get exercise. And if you're my age, you appreciate that. Why? Well, let's just say backs and knees and necks and all those things for a guy that's pushing 60, sure is nice to have a pedal assist on 50-mile round-trip commutes. So today I'm riding from Reston, Virginia to Vienna, Virginia. I bought my bike off of Red Barn, Trek Red Barn. They call them refurbs and used bikes. I actually bought it with less than a mile on it for an incredible price. I bought a Trek Allant Plus 8S. It's a phenomenal commuter bike. And that Red Barn is something else. As part of the Red Barn, the warranty gets covered. They're repairing my bike under warranty right now. It was missing a part when I bought it. And they gave me this brand new 2025 Trek FX Plus 7S lightweight commuter bike, brand new bikes. This bike probably retails for about $4,800. It's fantastic. It's got that super quiet TQ motor that they put in there. It's got Shimano Dior 10-speed. It's got nice hydraulic disc brakes, comfortable seat. Trek Bontrager makes some really nice stuff. It's got the Bontrager grips, has nice tires on it. I mean, everything about this bike just well thought out. This little quad lock thing right here, you can put, get one of those accessories and put it on your phone. The only things I don't like about this bike, one, the pedals. That seems to be a thing. Trek, maybe even Specialized, seems to really put kind of crummy pedals on these things. And then also, it's not a removable battery. If you spend the money and buy the range booster thing for this, which with the cable and all that ends up being about $700. It'll kind of cure that problem, for me at least, on a 50-mile round-trip commute. Because with that extra range boost, I can get to DC and back without having to worry about extra charge stuff. Without it, I'm kind of in trouble, because typically you can't carry these bikes inside of the buildings. So for the super light bikes, getting a range boost is kind of a must.